So, yes, I have heard the horrible tragedy that's occurred in Texas with an outbreak of measles. Now, what people don't seem to realize is that the science shows that measles are, in fact, completely harmless, and you won't get that from Big Pharma or the medical establishment. But the fact is, we have looked at extensive studies from medical professionals who were not bought and paid for by Big Pharma. And it turns out measles are just a contraction of Mario Van Peebles, who is a well known filmmaker. And if you remember New Jack City, he was integral in making that film. Now, we're going to hear a lot of alarmist stories about what's going on in Texas, about children getting measles who are unvaccinated. But it is a small price to pay. I mean, for crying out loud, we've done nothing about guns. And how many kids have died from guns? And I don't mean to in any way suggest we should do something about guns, because I currently have sold my soul, even by the standards of a Kennedy, and we've done some horrible shit in the course of our family legacy. But even by the standards of Kennedy, I'm headed in the wrong direction. Like my Uncle Teddy did some bad shit when he was young, really bad, but he sort of must have felt guilty because he dedicated his life after that to trying to get health care for every American. So at least he sort of tried to do better by his country. I've sort of gone in the opposite direction. I was born into amazing wealth and privilege, became a drug addict and an abuser of women, and unfaithful to everyone who ever trusted me. And I decided to ask for repentance by becoming the world's most insane human health and human services secretary and selling out to a man whose every value is in opposition to what my family stood for at its best. So what I'm saying is, if we don't do anything on guns, which of course I'm not suggesting we do, there's a saying in MAGA: every time a child dies by gun violence, Fred Trump gets another hooker in heaven. So I'm just saying that the freedom to have your kids die in Texas is a small price to pay to own the libs. And we're not going to do anything about this, but I am going to now go take some more testosterone and hope that when I'm bench pressing without a shirt on but wearing blue jeans, that my eraser nipples from the testosterone don't hit the rusty bar. So good luck, everybody. Freedom is health.